Hello and welcome to this video. It's about this 3-pin Medeco payphone lock. And I got that one from Joshua. So Joshua, thank you very much for this lock. Yeah, it's a payphone lock, and actually I'm not really sure that I understand how this locks something on a phone. Well, if you know that, if you have pictures or whatever, write me a note in the comments of this video, please. Yeah, I show you that the key works. So stick it in, and this bar here is attached to the core, so I hold it on the outside and you see it turns. And when I remove the key, it doesn't turn. So what I know from Medecos is that the pins not only have to be set to the correct height, but also need to be angled correctly. So when I look at the key and to the cuts, I would say that we have cuts like so straight, and this angle and that angle. And if you stick in the key, the pins are set to the correct height and angled correctly. Well, and as there is a sidebar here or there, I don't know, I think that the pins have the grooves only on one part, and if they're not correctly angled, well, then there is no groove and the sidebar cannot slip in. But strangely, this lock opens very quick when I pick it. So it's locked up again, and I just apply a little bit of tension and brush over the pins. So touch them a little bit and you can see it's open. And I'm really, yeah, it's really strange for me to open a Medeco so quickly. Maybe it's not correctly working, or I'm just lucky, I don't know. I will take this lock apart and will inspect the inside to understand how it works. So, next part will be the gutting. Alright, so I've removed the bar here, and you can just pull out the plug. And in the housing you see the groove here for the sidebar. And on the plug there is the sidebar here, and you can look at the top of the key pins, or at the top of the pins. You can see that they are not round, or that they do not have tips like normal pins, so they look like more like a screwdriver, the tip of a screwdriver. And I can imagine that when you stick in the key that these pins turn. But now when I push the sidebar and also push the pins, now here we are. Not really. Here we are. So now the sidebar is depressed and I could turn the plug, and I just had to push down the pins. I didn't have to turn them. So what I would expect when I stick in the key, that the pins are now angled to the correct angle, and here we are. It's possible to push the sidebar, but now when I remove the key, that they are angled differently. So now it should not be possible to set it. Here we are, it's again set. And maybe they just turn automatically somehow to the correct angle. I'm not sure. Well, I will inspect that plug further and see how I can disassemble it without permanent destruction. So hold on. Okay, I checked this plate here, and it turned out that I can just move it out of the way with my screwdriver easily. And yeah, that's what I want to do. Here we are, it's gone. And now we should be able to inspect the pins. Okay, funny springs. Oh, you can't see them, sorry. Here they are. Really funny how they look like. Well, let me zoom out a little bit. So here we are. Okay, we'll inspect the plug later on. Wow, what a mess here. Oh. Springs are jumping around. So these are the pins. So they have, what I've seen from the top, they have a tip that can be turned by the key to the correct angle. The only thing that is different when you turn it is this little hole here. All right. Yeah. So we have the hole here in the center at that pin, and here we have it more on the bottom. Sorry for the focus, for the missing focus. Camera is not cooperating today. So yeah, different height of this hole, and yeah. Now let's look at the plug. Then we have the holes for the pins, and here we have the sidebar. Okay, I think the sidebar has yeah, you can see it quite nicely. Have this little I don't know, pins or whatever that go in the holes of the pins when they have the correct height. Yeah. Let me think about it, and let me arrange it for you for a nice view finally. So hold on. Alright, so let me show you all the nice features of this lock. Therefore I have selected pin 1, and you can see the hole where the pin of the sidebar would go in, and you can also see the tip. And now, as it is pin 1, and you can see cut 1 is just straight. If you yeah, push it to the key like that, you can see that the hole for the sidebar just goes upwards, straight upwards, and that's good. So now the sidebar can be depressed. So now the second cut here is angled differently, and if the pin would go nicely inside that groove or inside that cut, you see that the hole for the sidebar now does not longer look straight upwards, but is angled. So this is the wrong angle for the pin. And also for the last cut, it has the angle in the opposite direction. If it goes in nicely, you can see the hole is again not looking straight upwards, but angled in the opposite direction. So although the height might be correct when you pick it, the sidebar won't go in because the angle is incorrect. And there's another feature on that pin, that's these grooves. I think they should serve as false gates, so that when you pick it and they go just all the way around, they catch the pin of the sidebar, and yeah, will prevent this pin from further movement. Alright, so the last feature is this little nose here, and I will show you what this is good for. And here we have the plug, and you can see grooves here in this plug here, and that's where this nose has to go in. I just reassemble the lock quickly. So let me turn them so that they can go in all the way. Now the sidebar cannot be depressed because no key is inside. So now the key is right, the pinning is also right, the sidebar can be depressed. Now let's have a close look to these noses here. I've marked them black so that we can see them more easily, and they have different directions now. And when I remove the key, you see them turning. And now they are angled according to what the tip of the pin does to these pins here, and what the tip of the key does to these pins here. So they are not aligned anymore in a way that the sidebar would come into the holes. And another nice thing is, if you look to the last cut here, and I stick it in again, so the last cut angles the nose of the pin so that it is at this edge here. And when I remove the key now, you will see first the last pin is turning because of the tip of the key. And now have a look at the center pin. When the key, the last cut of the key reaches the center pin, it also turns to the direction so that the nose is here at this edge, and this also applies for the first pin. And now they are shuffled, they are aligned not in a way that the sidebar would go in. Yeah, and actually I still don't know why I could pick it so easily. Maybe it's an old lock, but it doesn't look doesn't look old actually. Yeah, really, I don't know. Anyhow, an open is an open, and thanks for watching. Happy picking, and thanks Joshua for this really nice lock. A lot of fun in this lock. Thanks. Bye bye.